guys, welcome to Still Hobbies, and today I want to talk about, again, Agents of shiled. Okay, so, this week is in fact going to be the last week. I just got done watching episode 21. Of course, we're not going to be talking about that in this video, but this week will be the last week. Episode 22 comes out, is it Friday or Saturday? I can't remember what day it comes out, but oh my god, we're almost here at the season finale. And if you didn't watch my last video on where I started reviewing Agents of shiled, the first 6 episodes, guys, let me tell you this. I didn't know Agents of shiled was back. I found out like a week ago, and I have been playing a crazy game of catch-up. Really. Now, of course, I've already gotten up to 21, but there's so much to talk about. And I'm not going to bore you with going into too in depth, but what I will say from about episode 6 to episode 12, it's just plain out crazy. It's plain out nuts. Like, oh my god, it is just so good, and the way that they're pulling everything together in the season really is just, it's mind-blowing how awesome the storytellers are, the story writers are on Agents of shiled right now, because they're pulling out everything for this last season. I really feel like if this wasn't the last season, they would not be pulling out every single little thing. And they really are pulling out every single little thing. Like, it is just insane. Okay, so there's just some moments within the other episodes that I just want to touch on. I'm not going to go too much in depth. I'm not going to really spoil it for you guys or anything like that. If you guys aren't watching Agents of shiled though, my god, stop the video and go and watch it, because I swear it is that fantastic. Okay, so the way that the whole thing about Agents Fitz and Simmons, man, the ship between Fitz and Simmons, it's there, guys. It is there. And, like, I just loved everything about it. And they have made it specifically clear throughout the first part of the season that Fitz, while it is our Fitz, you gotta think that he's lived 2 lives. And that there's still Hydra Fitz inside of him, and they've definitely pulled out Hydra Fitz quite a bit throughout the season. We don't really notice it, they really don't like point it out to us, but if you follow the lines, if you really watch what he does throughout the season, you could see that this isn't what Fitz would normally do. I mean, he ends up just plain out killing a couple of guys just because, well, truth be told, they were after them, and they had to get to safety, and the best way to do it is to set up a trap. But normal Fitz wouldn't have set up a trap for him. He set up a gruesome trap that sliced their heads off. Like, my god. That's just terrifying. And when he first meets Enoch, and Enoch's not telling him what he wants, he grabs a gun and aids it up, threatens to shoot him. That is not what Fitz would do. That's Hydra Fitz. That's Hydra Fitz. And let me tell you, he really does come in handy later on in the season. I'm not going to talk about. Right now, I am only, in this video right here, I am only talking about episode 6 to episode 12. But I'm going to release 2 videos today. My next video, of course, is going to talk about everything after episode 12, everything after the mid-season finale, sort of, from 13 to 21. And so go ahead, if you don't want to watch me talk about what I loved between episode 6 and episode 12, then go ahead and watch my next video talking about episode 13 to 21, especially 21, because that's the one that I really need to review right now. So, yeah, Fitz, man. And it's just crazy the story that they've made for him, okay? So, yeah, Enoch, he finds out that what Enoch did was sent them to the future, and he's there, and he doesn't know why, and they bring in that little kid, Raven, into all of this, and Raven tells them straight up, it's because you need to save him. So, he has to go into like a hyperbolic freeze chamber or something, I don't know what they call it, but he freezes his body for like 75 years. And then, of course, shows up at that party where we left off in episode 5, and he just rocks throughout the entire season that we first meet him. And, oh my god, Fitz has become... Coulson and Fitz are my 2 favorite characters from the show now, especially because of what happened in Season 3, Season 4, and especially now in Season 5. Fitz has become a favorite character of mine, most definitely in this season, though. In this season, he's nuts, and I love it. I love it. And like, the whole storyline with Yo-Yo, she finds herself, she finds her future self, who has apparently been killed and brought back to life, and then killed again and brought back to life, who knows how many times, and she has a moment with her future self, where her future self tells her what's going on and what's going to happen, and the big key here is, she says, the fact is, the thing that destroyed the world, whether or not it was Daisy or not, was the fact that they tried to save Coulson. The plan is now, what she says is that we cannot save Coulson. If we tried to save Coulson, we destroy the world. Now, of course, it could be another thing as if we succeed in saving Coulson, we break the loop. But it's like one of those things, can you risk it? Can you risk the entire world for one man? And when you're dealing with a loved one, I could understand it, which, of course, these guys are. But it's just crazy how they're doing that storyline about they can't save Coulson, okay? And we know that Coulson is dying, so, of course, we don't really get to see it in the first 6 episodes, but there is something going wrong with his heart. And we eventually learn what's happening to him, and they pull back what happens in Season 4. If you remember, the Ghost Rider made a deal with Coulson. And the deal was, we finally find out what the deal is. So, I mean, it didn't kill him right away, but the deal basically was this. I'll help you out, but you have to give up your life eventually for it. You can't go on living forever. You know, that's the thing about Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider never wanted anything unnatural to happen. And the fact that Coulson is alive, when he should be a rotting dead corpse by now, it is just... I know it's science and everything, but it is insane. And the Ghost Rider basically wants him dead. Doesn't want to take him to hell or anything, but it's unnatural and he needs to die. So the deal was, I'll let you undo whatever you want to me, undo the alien magic that keeps him together, if he helps him. And he did help him. So now that's basically what is affecting him. And yeah, it's just entirely crazy. And let's not forget that they captured Daisy. Callus captured Daisy, and Callus actually put something in her ear similar to what he did to Gemma, but worse because it's basically a controller of her powers. Like, he's able to literally turn off and on her powers with the push of a button. That's crazy. That's crazy. But she thinks because of that, it would be better just to leave it, because, of course, without her quaking powers, she can't destroy the world. And she doesn't even want to go back to the past, because there's a really good chance that she's the reason that she's going to destroy the world. And well, when Coulson just ices her and takes her along for the ride, I mean, that to me was the most coolest thing I've ever seen Coulson do. Coulson was not messing around in that moment. He wanted to go home, and he wasn't leaving anyone behind. I just love that. And I love the entire thing that they did with bringing Raven back into the story. So, eventually they go to planet Earth. Earth, right? It's a pile of rocks now, but there is a small section on the Earth near a lighthouse that was, of course, a shiled base. They meet older Raven, and it turns out that Raven, after her mother died, she was raised but oh my god, it's just amazing. And the way that they pulled the story all together about Flint. And who is Flint? Flint is this kid who, he's an inhuman with the power to control rocks. And he's able to pull rocks together. And he not only makes the stone again so they could go home, but it's hinted that while it would take him a long time, surely he could possibly put the Earth back together with the powers that he has. That is insane. We don't get to see that because we go back home. Okay? And I'll save that for the next video, but everything that happens in the first part of the season, the first 12 episodes of the season, is just nuts. I love it. It's insane. And how they're pulling it all together. And like, there was even a sign of Gravitonium, which, if you remember, Gravitonium was from the first episode of shiled, I believe, or like the first couple of episodes of shiled. It's all just pretty darn amazing how they're just pulling the story together. But one of the absolute best things happens, of course, in episode 12, when they get back. And really, I don't want to talk about yet. I'll talk about in my next video. But it's just, the storytelling is just so good. If you are not watching Agents of shiled, why aren't you? It's fantastic. Fan-freaking-tastic. Fan-effing-tastic, man. It is just so good. It is just so good. The first 2 seasons, I'm with you guys. It wasn't the best. Okay, season 3 got better. Season 3 might be my favorite. Season 4 was awesome. With the entire thing of the sci-fi robotic world, they were literally in a computer, for God's sakes. And then, of course, let's not forget, the Ghost Rider, for God's sakes. By the way, I want to know, does anyone think the Ghost Rider might show up at the end of season, in this last episode, in episode 22? Does anyone think that he's gonna show up? I hope he shows up. That would be awesome if he shows up and he takes Coulson with him. That would be cool to me. I have no idea, but I love Agents of Shield. I've rambled on it enough for you guys. From episode 1 to episode 12, the story is just awesome in season 5. Best writing they've ever had. I really enjoyed season 4, and season 3 might be my favorite. But they're just pulling everything together. That's what's great. Thank you guys for watching. Of course, watch my next video. I will have it uploaded today as well, where I start talking. In fact, I'll leave a link to it in the description below, where I am going to start talking about everything from basically episode 12 to 21, and talking about how they pull it together, and that's really going to be my review for episode 21, because it's just absolutely nuts. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. I know I skipped a whole lot in this video, but my god, it's only 15 minutes, and so much happens that I just can't. If I talked about every single little thing, this video would end up being longer than some of the episodes, you know. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. Bye.